call is now taking notes. This call is now being recorded.
Okay. Sorry, if I think some persons we are thrown out of the meeting. I think some persons we are thrown out. I wish they would join again. Okay. Yeah, let's hope they join again. Yeah. All right. So welcome to class, everyone. Something happened earlier. Welcome back, young innovators. Like I said, that yesterday we discovered how human activities are changing the planet, right? And today we start looking at something even more exciting, and it's coming from the questions we had yesterday. How can we build a better future without harming the earth? Some of you asked that question. That your concern is, oh, some of these activities, do we now stop doing some of these things? How do we ensure that some of those activities are going on and the planet is still safe for each and every one of us? So that is one key thing we'll be looking at today. All right. So we'll have people that did the assignment. It is time for you to present your solutions. So number one is Claire, and I'm calling on Claire now so that she will take over from me. Sorry, Jane rather. So add Jane as co-host. Jane, the stage is yours. So you could take over now, Jane. Jane, you could take over now. Jane, the stage is yours. You could take over now. Wow. Yeah, Jane, I can't not talk. Why? On your mic. Who is making the sound from your end? Tell the person you are trying to present something, and the person is disturbing your presentation. I think we need to clap for her, please. Can you just clap? I like the presentation first. Can you just clap? Can you clap for her, please? This is beautiful. I like it. I like this. Yeah. I love this. All right, Jane, go ahead. On your mic and talk. Do you want to say anything? You want to say something? Do you want to say something? I can't stop now. Okay, the place is noisy. Okay, that's fine. Thank you for showing us that powerful presentation. Right. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay. I think the next on the call, who was the second person? I think it was Cheesy, right? Cheesy, I think it was you, isn't it? It was Cheesy, I think. Okay. Yeah, so Cheesy, let's go. All right. It was Cheesy. So Jane, I'm hoping that your background will allow you to talk later on. So Cheesy. Cheesy, where is Cheesy on the call? Yeah, I've seen Cheesy. Underscore host. All right, Cheesy, the stage is yours now, please.
Okay.
Yeah, so go ahead and share your screen, please. The stage is yours.
Wait, can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, sorry. My presentation is on nuclear energy. Okay, so when you hear the word nuclear, normally these are the sort of images that would pop into your mind, and all of these images or all of these thoughts related to these images that get associated with nuclear energy are actually false and are misconceptions and aren't true. So it's time for me to tell you the truth about nuclear energy. Before I get into the rest of my presentation, I'd like to bust some myths. Myth number one, a nuclear reactor can explode like a nuclear bomb. The truth is it's impossible for a nuclear reactor to explode like a nuclear weapon because these weapons contain very special materials, and neither of which are present in nuclear reactors. Myth number two, nuclear energy is bad for the environment. The truth is nuclear reactors emit no greenhouse gases during operations. Over their full lifetimes, they result in comparable emissions to renewable forms of energy, such as wind and solar. Nuclear energy requires less land use than most other forms of energy. Myth number three, the final one, nuclear energy is not safe. The truth is, nuclear energy is as safe or safer than any other form of energy available. No member of the public has ever been injured or killed in the entire 50-year history of commercial nuclear power in the US specifically. In fact, recent studies have shown that it is safer to work in a nuclear power plant than an office. Okay, let's get into the main presentation. So what is nuclear energy? Nuclear energy is generated from the nucleus of atoms, typically through a process called fission, where heavy atoms like uranium are split to release a large amount of heat energy. The main problem that I was focusing on was global warming.
Okay.
Nuclear energy, how nuclear energy helps solve the problem. Nuclear energy helps combat global warming by producing reliable electricity with zero greenhouse gas emissions during operation. It directly replaces fossil fuel power plants and provides constant baseload power and requires less land than other clean energy sources. Minimal greenhouse gases. Nuclear fission creates steam to spin turbines without burning coal, oil, or gas. It avoids millions of tons of carbon dioxide and harmful air pollutants like sulfur dioxide that can cause smog and acid rain. Efficient land use. Nuclear energy uses land efficiently because uranium fuel is extremely energy dense, allowing a single plant to generate massive amounts of power in a very small space. A typical 1,000 megawatt nuclear facility needs roughly 1 square mile of land to operate, which is much less than the 10 to 15 miles a 1,000 megawatt solar power plant takes up. Nuclear plants produce large amounts of electricity on much smaller plots of land than renewable solar and wind farms. A nuclear Nigeria. We are all aware of the problems regarding reliable energy in Nigeria. So in light of all that I've said, is a nuclear Nigeria feasible? Reports from the IAEA, the International Atomic Energy Association, show that Nigeria's national grid suffers from great instability, and a nuclear power plant in the middle of it all could cause already existing networks to collapse. However, if Nigeria were to first fix their national grid and get it up to par, a process that could take decades, the results from it would show up tenfold. A permanent 24/7 source of clean energy would help Nigeria skyrocket in the global economy, as issues with energy are the main thing holding Nigeria back. How can young people help? You can help by destabilizing the stigma, the prejudice and misconceptions about nuclear energy that were brought to the world by extreme incidents of negligence like Chernobyl. You could spread the truth and help people understand that nuclear energy isn't dangerous when you have good people in charge, which is what we should be pushing for instead of just accepting things as they are. Thank you for listening.
Oh, beautiful. Amazing. Amazing. Thank you so much for the presentation. I think we should make some noise for her, right? Nobody's clapping, nobody's saying anything. You think it's easy? Right? I think you should clap more for that amazing presentation that we had right here from Chizzy. Yeah. Well done, Chizzy. Well done, Chizzy. Beautiful, amazing presentation. I love that. Wow. Somebody said, wow, so amazing. That's at DBC. Beautiful. So amazing. Thank you so much for taking that time to, I know you would have the energy, the time you would have actually took you to put up that very slide is quite amazing. All right. I would like to ask a few questions. I hope anybody that has question before I ask. I think I have a question for Chizzy. In the next 2 minutes, I have a question for her. Anybody that wants to ask a question? Do I have anyone that has a question for her? I think personally I have a question. Okay, Claire, I have a question. Beautiful. So Claire, coming on stage. Yeah, I also think I have a question for her as well. Chizzy, you are still the host, and I'm bringing up Chizzy to join you on stage. Yeah, Chizzy, welcome on stage. Chizzy, sorry, Claire, welcome on stage now. You are now a co-host. So please go ahead. Chizzy, I think you can also on your mic while you listen to Claire. So Claire, go ahead with your question. I think Chizzy is there to answer. You can turn on your mic now.
Nuclear power stations, they emit a lot of background radiations, which can endanger the the general public. So how would that be stop. So how would you fix that?
Good. So she raised a concern about the emissions, the radiations coming from the nuclear materials like uranium. She's asking the question, how will you combat that? How will you take care of that? From your presentation, you're presenting in nuclear Nigeria. So I'm assuming you're standing before an investor presenting your solution. So she asked the question, what will be your answer to that, Tizi?
I would say that instead of having the nuclear reactors like really close to like really big cities or like lots of wildlife or things like that, I'd say that you find a nice sized piece of open land and then you build the power plant there instead. So maybe there's like less human damage caused.
Okay. Oh, that's smart as well. That's very smart. So you site the industry, the power plants away from living areas so that it doesn't affect people, right? Just site them away. Okay, that's beautiful. Claire, I don't know if that answers your question. Does it answer your question?
Yeah, but what if it's like near a place that like you get like crops from? Then the
Okay,
crops will absorb the radiation and then
yeah,
humans will eat.
observation. Okay, yeah. Now I think I should also come in at this point. So there's another thing I also want to add. Nuclear energy is very powerful energy source. But then hope you know it's not renewable. Yeah, okay. Chizzy, do you know it's not a renewable energy source?
Oh yeah, I heard that it wasn't renewable.
Yeah, it's not renewable. And then, yeah, why we can actually use nuclear energy, right? But then we also have concerns around that area as well, right? Have you heard about the Fukushima power plant explosion? Fukushima power plant.
I haven't heard about that specific one, but I've heard about other ones like it.
Okay. There's another one that says is it Chernobyl? CHERONYL.
Oh
I
yeah,
think Fukushima. So I think that one happened in 1986. Why did that one happened in I think around 19? I can't remember. One of them was 1986. I think the other one was 1996. I think I'm misplacing the two of them. So and it was because of the nuclear power plant explosions that happened back then. One of them was flood. There's how the carelessness it flooded the wall and then entered the power plant, and from there a lot of things happened. I can't remember the incident, but I think I have an assignment for us here. We could go and read about the story about Fukushima power plant explosion and that out of Chile. I don't know how to pronounce that name again, right? So, but nuclear power plant is a good stuff, but then there are also challenges around that area, all right? But thank you so much, Claire, for pointing some of this. And for Chizzy, that was a very brilliant answer as well. So Chizzy said something we should look at environment where people don't live in for us to site the nuclear power plants. Can we put our hands together again for Chizzy? That was very brilliant presentation right here. Claire, you have another question?
Yeah. Also, like uranium and all these other nuclear atoms, they're really expensive. So where will the funds come from?
Yeah, the next challenge we have about is not renewable, so it can get exhausted as well, and there are some challenges around that area. So Chizzy, for me, I'll give you a 9.5 over 10. You know why I'm giving you 9.5? It's not about the solution itself, but because you understand the idea you're presenting, you presented very well, you understood good. And thank you. Have you heard about the Chile nuclear disaster? Thank you. So Chizzy, thank you so much for that presentation. I really appreciate that. Are you there? Can you give me, is your mic on now, Chizzy? Can you on the mic now? Yeah. Hope you understand what we're doing here. And I hope you're not feeling bad.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, great. So it's another powerful solution we'll have right there for nuclear energy, but then there are some concerns around the nuclear energy, a few concerns around that area when it comes to nuclear energy. But then it happens to be a very powerful energy source, basically. Have you heard about nuclear fusion and nuclear fission? We have nuclear fusion, we have nuclear fission. Anybody have heard about that? Anyone? So Chizzy, I have an assignment for you, Chizzy. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good. So I want you to research more about how we make use of nuclear fission and nuclear fusion in terms of energy generation. Which one is more effective? Is it the fission or the fusion? All right. We have fission, FISSION, and then we'll have fusion. So I want to go and check. I actually published a paper on that as well, on nuclear power plants. You can search online. I think I wrote something on nuclear power plants 2 years ago, right? How it works, the processes, and about nuclear power plants. I think you could check as well, just research more about nuclear power plants. We are not discharging that solution entirely. It's an angle that we can start looking at that doesn't cause more problem. I think the fission is the one that has more problem, but fusion has those are you need more energy for you to start the process of fusion. I know some persons are confused on the call, but we are doing this for you to go and read. Curiosity. If you're on the call, my friends on the call, like Prosper, you could go and read. But we say Amanda, Ayomide, Aderoneke, Sharon, Emmanuel, Ikechuku, Jane, and Zikora, Masoke, Namdi, Niliko, Sharon, Shetima, and Perika. All of you go and study more. That's curiosity. So thank you so much, Chizzy. I think you always come, you consumed all our time, Chizzy. Thank you. Can we put our hands together for Chizzy once again? Yeah, thank you so much, Chizzy. Who is the next? Who was the second person? Can you type on the chat? Who was the second? Chizzy, remember my assignment, please. I will need this from you, Chizzy. Is that okay? Confirm with your mic on. Okay, good. Who was the second person I mentioned? Just Josiah, stop raising your hands up now. You didn't type when I said those I want to present. So I'm going back to the chat now. I think it was sorry, I'm trying to go back again to pick your name. I think after Chizzy was sorry guys, I'm trying to pick that name again. I want to present. Demi, Lade, are you ready? Lade, you ready now? If you are, type on the chat. You are coming on stage now. Lade, you're becoming the co-host soon, and then the stage is yours. Please let me fast. I have a lot of things for us to do today, but then it's okay to give us that stage for us to talk. Where is Lade? I'm looking for you. All right, I can see you now. So please, can you take over now? Yeah. So Lade, over to you. Are you there? Turn on your mic and take the stage. Or should I move to another person, please? We don't have time. You have just 1 more minute, and then if you don't come on stage, another person takes your slot. Okay. He's not here. He's not responding. Okay. The next person I have here is who is the next? Mr. Hillary. Okay, so let me not stress. I wanted you to check for me. Don't worry, don't raise your hands up. I'm going to call. I know those that indicated they want to present. Chizzy. Then Adelis, are you here now? Ready? Okay, you said I had you something, not you. Sorry, not you. That's Bamise. Please, the stage is yours. You are coming up as the co-host now. All right. Bamise, over to you. The stage is yours. Very fast, please, so we can run. Bamise, over to you. Bamise, over to you. Over to you. Sorry, we can't see your screen again. And then you go ahead and turn on your mic. Go ahead and turn on your mic. We can't hear you.
Okay. Can you see it now?
Yeah, we can hear you and we can see your screen. Proceed.
Okay. Sorry, this one was a late minute one because I just saw the assignment.
Okay, continue. Proceed.
Wildfires, the growing threat of Canadian wildfires. What are wildfires? A wildfire is an uncontrolled fire that burns in forests, grasslands, and other natural areas. Canada has one of the largest forest areas in the world, so wildfires are a natural part of many ecosystems. However, some wildfires become very large and dangerous, threatening people, wildlife, and communities. The causes of wildfires in Canada. Wildfires are caused by both natural events and human activities. The natural causes: lightning strikes, long periods of hot, dry weather. The human causes: unattended campfires, discarded cigarettes, fireworks, sparks from vehicles, trains, or equipment, power line failures, arson, climate change is also increasing the risk of wildfires by causing hotter temperatures, drier forests, and longer wildfire seasons. The impacts of wildfires in Canada. Wildfires affect Canadians in many ways. It destroys forests and wildlife habitats, damages homes, businesses, and indigenous communities, forces thousands of people to evacuate their homes, produces smoke that can travel across Canada, reducing air quality and causing breathing problems. Releasing of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere contributing to climate change and cost of billions of dollars in firefighting, recovery, and rebuilding. How can we prevent wildfires? Everyone can help reduce the risk of wildfires. Never leave campfires unattended and make sure they are completely out before leaving. Follow fire bans and park regulations. Dispose of cigarettes safely. Avoid using fireworks during dry conditions. Report wildfires immediately to local authorities. Keep forests and yards free of dry leaves, dead branches, and other flammable materials. Support efforts to reduce climate change by conserving energy and reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Conclusion. Wildfires are a serious environmental issue in Canada. Although some are caused by lightning, many are started by human activities and can be prevented. By practicing fire safety and protecting Canada's forests, we can help keep people, wildlife, and communities safe. The end.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much for that amazing presentation. Thank you so much. Um, that was on wildfire, beautiful. And I would have loved to ask some questions because of time. That will cause you to think so hard. So thank you so much for that amazing presentation. Now I have just one question for you now. What can we, as young people, young innovators now in the house, just one question, what can we do to actually reduce wife? What can we do, like the one within our power as young innovators to do? That's my question for you. Then do I have anyone that has question for him? You could just raise your hand up in the next 2 minutes. So Bami, over to you. What can we do, like as in the building now? What can you tell those in the building?
Well, there's many things we can do.
I need one.
Although we may think that we don't have a say in anything,
Okay.
but although we may not have the power to talk to the higher authorities, we may be able to convince other people who can, and then it could lead to more efforts being put into that.
Beautiful. So that means you advocate for it to be done. You educate people. That's also a part of solving the problem. Thank you so much, Bamisi. That's a very smart perspective from you. I love that. All right. Joshua has a question for you. Is that Joshua or John? Who? Liko, your hands are on. Do you have a question for him? Joshua, okay. We are running out of time. Oh, you guys want to take our whole time? It's fine. So Joshua, over to you now.
Basically, I like your part about wildfires and how dangerous they are. They can spread because of the heat. So my question for you: what can we do to stop them from spreading to people and animals around us?
So you heard that. Yeah, you heard that question, Bamisi. So when that happens, how can he, as a young innovator, stop it from spreading? He just highlighted something you said. Can you provide a solution to that? What will be your answer to that particular question coming from Joshua? Bamisi, are you still there?
Yes.
Okay, so you have an answer to that question?
Sorry, I didn't hear his question.
You didn't hear his question?
No.
He was asking, how do you stop the wildfire from spreading? You know, he said because of the heat that sometimes when it happens, it spreads very fast. So how do we actually reduce it from spreading so fast? Joshua, that was your question, right? Give me a thumbs up. Joshua, was that your question? Yeah, good. So go ahead and answer, please. Bamishe.
So the thing is, stopping the spreading of wildfires is really hard because the environment itself is like contributing to it. So usually the firefighters have to go around and do like all that stuff. But to help them like get more and better equipment, we could like supply them the money needed to get them. So we ourselves cannot just stop spreading them, the spreading of wildfires, but we could contribute to those who do it.
Oh, beautiful. So, Joshua, did you hear that? When you see it, it's not you to stop, right? All you need to do is to raise an alarm, right? Bamishe, that's what you're saying. You raise an alarm, not you going in person to go and because they are both trained to do that. And then you can also support them as well and promote what they do. You know, are you there? Bamishe, that was your answer, isn't it?
Yes.
Beautiful. So, Joshua, I hope that was answer. You don't go there. You're not going. You can't stop that yourself. You can't release it yourself. So, all you do is call out. You know, raise an alarm. So and so thing is happening in so and so location. You are being a good citizen already by doing that, not just closing your eyes on that. So, me, Okunola, the stage is yours. Please, very fast. We've used a lot of our time already. So, the stage is yours. After then, Claire, I'll put a timer for you. Your timer will be 2 minutes. And after that, Tim Harida, you take over from her. So where is Nick? I'm looking for you so that I can call you up to the stage. I can't speak. Okay, you can type on the chat. But your hands were up before now. I don't know. Okay, that's entirely fine. So Claire, for your own, I'm putting a timer. So know how you could do that as fast as possible. So you could see the timer now on the screen. So here we go. Are you there? You are now you're now on the stage, please. So, well, let me put. I also want to present. I didn't get to ask my question. I said your mic is on. You should ask your question. That's our baby, right? But you said you can't talk. That's what you said on the charts. Am I missing out something? My mic, I said, is blocked. Okay. Sorry, Tuesday, before you come up, let's our friend ask his own question. I want to ensure that everybody's carried along. So even if we ask only questions in this session, that's entirely fine. We'll now extend our classes. Is that okay by us? Maybe if we don't get to finish the content of today, we'll continue tomorrow evening. Do we agree? Do we agree, everyone? Okay. Is the only that is saying yes? Do we agree, everyone? I hope you're enjoying the session the way we're doing it now. So I think it's fine. Let's give us that time to talk. Yes. Let's debut our interactive session. And then there's something I also want to do. Mr. Hilary is good. I think your designs are, you guys have the ideas, but the color, Mr. Hilary here, let me just turn on your mic and say just one thing before they come on. I think they need to work on the color combination, right? Are you here, Mr. Hilary? Yeah, they need to work on the color combinations. You can just say that just in 2 minutes. I think the colors, let me say, your background was struggling with the test. If you notice that, the background, Mr. Hilary here? Yeah.
Yeah, hello everyone, how are you guys doing? So if you are running a presentation slide, you have to pay attention to the colors you are using. So if you are using a dark background, the text should be lighter. So if you're using like a dark black background, the text should be white or yellow, something that is lighter. If you're using a light background, the text should be darker. And also pay attention to the accent colors. So maybe you research on complementary colors. So you don't use red and blue in the same design. Hope you guys understand.
Yeah, thank you so much for that, sir. So I think that's what, during the design track, you are going to learn how to do some of those things you mentioned. For example, Chizzy, you used capital letters, uppercase letters throughout the slide. So we couldn't differentiate between the heading and the content. The content was powerful, but then if you go for a competition and you have those kind of, it's going to reduce your mark, okay? So during the design track, Mr. Hilary will pull you through. And I don't like the types of the color. Your background was very bright, and the text as well was as well bright, and that would cause a problem when you are presenting to an audience, and that would reduce your mark as well. So, and that's for that anyway. You just if I forget. So, design and media track will help you present your slides better, especially the color combination, because your contents are very powerful. So, sorry, Liko, your mic is on now. Please go ahead and ask your question. Thank you, Mr. Hilary.
My question is, whilst a wildfire is happening, but then eventually when it stops spreading and everything, is there a way to like protect? Is there like a way for us to protect the things afterwards? Because not all of it is gone, but like some of the flame is burned down.
Bami, did you get that question? Not only Bami, if you want to contribute to the question, this is an interactive session. You can as well answer the questions your fellow innovator is asking. So don't think I'm leaving the question only for Bami. If you want to answer, you could as well raise your hands to answer based on the question the presenter was being asked. So go ahead, anybody that wants to answer that question. Bami, you want to take it, or anybody that wants to answer that question? I'm Joshua, you've talked before, please. Want to ensure that everybody talks, please. Yeah, anyone that wants to answer that question? Bami, do you want to step in? That's your question, actually. But I'm trying to see whether people can help you.
Okay.
All right.
So the thing is, wildfires are need in Canada's ecosystem, but too much of it is bad, and like we are not supposed to stop it completely. We're supposed to reduce the amount. So yeah.
Yeah, Nico, did that address your question? You got on
It
your
did.
mic. It did, exactly. So all these things we're learning now, not that we can stop it completely, but at least we can reduce it, including the cleaner energy we're talking about. We can't entirely abandon fossil fuels. We can only reduce the dependence on that. Do you understand? So all we're trying to do is to reduce the effects. All right, Claire, please. The stage is yours now. Joshua, you talk in the next one, okay? Is that okay? Claire, after Claire is Chimharida. So you have the timer is on for you now, and the timer will be for just 4 minutes for your presentation. You can see that on your screen. So here we go. Hope you can see the timer now. Claire, the stage is yours. The time is going already. The time is going. You have 3 minutes, 32 seconds remaining. Okay. How do you zoom in so we could see? Okay, that's fine.
I'm just trying to present it.
Okay. I don't think, is it okay? Okay. Okay, great. We are seeing a dark screen. Am I the only one seeing a dark screen? Other persons, can you confirm? People that are meeting hosts, can you confirm? Are we all seeing a dark screen? Claire, what's happening to your screen? Okay. Okay. Loading. Okay. Okay. Team Harida, get set after Claire. Claire, what will you do now? Mr. Hillary, can you provide solution? I think she's presenting. I don't know. Is it our internet? Oh, Claire, we lost Claire. Okay, Claire, you can just try to arrange. We'll call you back again. Team Harida, I'm resetting the time for you now. Who again wants to present? Abola, you didn't prepare anything. Abola, that the young lady that spoke yesterday about what she learned. What's your name? Can you type on the chat? I think that's your mom's name or your dad's name. If you're here, type on the chat. Then Masoko, you want to present as well? Sophia, okay. Sophia, okay. You didn't do the assignment, Sophia? Who is the person I want to call up on stage? That's Chimarida. Okay, Chimarida, you can on your mic now, please. Let me reset the time. So 4 minutes. Chimarida, the stage is yours. Your time is going to Marida.
Please. Can you see my
No, we cannot see your screen. You should be able to share. There's a button that says share screen. There's a button where you can share your screen, but we can't see your screen at the moment.
Okay.
All right.
Let me share my screen.
And then it's echoing. I think you're on loudspeaker. That's why it's echoing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me.
Then Jane, after her you prepare, after Jane, we'll then Lade, so that we'll start our class at exactly 5:30. Please. We've used 1 hour for a presentation. Okay.
Can you see my screen
Carbon,
now?
I can see your screen. Carbon capture. Wow. That's beautiful. Go ahead. Let me see what you have to say about carbon capture. You stop sharing your screen. We can't see it again. Okay, beautiful. I think we should clap. I think I like that. I think I like the animation, but you're not saying anything. No.
Climate problem.
Okay. Can you move? Can you move? You're Marida. You are blocked. I'm seeing myself, and then can you move that this thing to the left hand side of the screen so that you can move it to the left hand side of the screen? Yeah, just take the cushion. Good. Drag it to the left hand side. Good. Thank you. So go ahead and present. Thank you.
Climate problem. One of the biggest climate problems is excess carbon dioxide, called CO2. Emissions that drive climate change. Human activities release billions of tons of CO2 into the atmosphere every year. This traps heat and causes global rising temperature. Solution: carbon capture storage, CSS. I hope that one day can develop a technology that captures carbon dioxide from industrial factories or from the atmosphere and store it safely underground. How it works? It works by capturing CO2 before it reaches the atmosphere or removes it directly from the air and stores it underground. This will reduce greenhouse gases and cause climate change. Why it matters? If we don't reduce CO2 levels, the world will experience number 1, rising sea level. Number 2, stronger storm and floods. Number 3, reduced crop yields and food insecurity. How young people can help? Young people can also contribute by solving climate change problem by learn and educate others about climate issues. It's done.
Okay. You see the timing? Okay, well, how many slides do you have more?
This last one.
This is the last one. Okay, finish it up then.
Turn off lights and electronics when not in use. Use water responsibly. Volunteer for community cleanup. I hope that we all work together to solve climate problems.
Yeah, beautiful. We're not clapping. Don't I have young innovators in the building? Nobody is clapping. We are not clapping. You are not clapping enough. You are not clapping enough. All right. I think I have a second assignment for us. Now, go and research about this holiday. You will do research. This is not the time to play around. You will do research. Go and read about this carbon capture. I was surprised she spoke about that. Go and read about carbon capture storage. Yeah, go and read about that, because it's another method by which you can actually reduce CO2 emissions. Yeah, somebody say, hell no, that guy doesn't like book. Go and research about carbon capture, right? Very important. And a lot of technologies are emerging when it comes to that. A lot of technologies. And people have, let me not go there. You have full-blown research when it comes to carbon capture. It's a different subject on its own. Who is excited to go and do that research for me? Who is excited to do that research? Anybody? Jane, WC, Chizzy, is plenty for we innovators. Yeah. Joshua. Okay. So please go and read about it. Just if in case you don't know, just go and research about carbon capture, what it means. But it is one of the ways to reduce greenhouse gas emission, which CO2 is part of them, like we explained yesterday. All right. So very important and very beautiful that we explore that. Thank you so much, Team Harida. Keep going, keep exploring. That's the reason why we created the STEM experience. And then, Mr. Hillary, be taking note of the slides, the things you should add to the design track. I think for that slide, the text was, you could see that. I think the font and are you there, Mr. Hillary? So that when they enter for the design track, you are still the co-host actually. They could work on that as well. Thank you so much once again. I love this. I love this. So Claire, you ready now? Claire, you ready? It is homework for everyone. Are you giving it cheesies? Is everyone okay? After Claire, Jane, please get set. Remember the time. Please deliver before the time. Is for everybody. Go on YouTube and watch about it. Right? The more you watch, curiosity, it opens up the brain of a child. You start thinking how other children are not thinking. It opens up your brain to think, and that's why you are here, so you can think. Is that okay, guys? If you're enjoying this STEM experience, can you give me a thumbs up? Or can you just give me a thumbs up? If you're enjoying the STEM experience, give me a thumbs up. Beautiful. It opens up your mind to think. You know, you don't like YouTube. Why? YouTube is my favorite. I like it so much. All right. Claire, I think you're still the co-host. I'm putting your time now. Immediately you hear the time, you stop. Is that okay? All right. So over to you, Claire. You have 4 minutes and your time starts now. I believe you are still the co-host, I believe. Are you still? Confirm you are. All right. Go ahead. Okay. Go ahead.
So the thing I'm looking at is protecting the oceans. And oceans absorb large amounts of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, which help to keep a stable climate. However, many oceans are overfished and used for oil and gas drilling or threatened by deep sea mining. And there are many solutions to this problem. So first, you could reduce plastic waste, as it often ends up in oceans and harms sea life. We can also conserve water, so less wastewater and chemical runoff flow into marine ecosystems. We should also support sustainable fishing to help prevent destructive overfishing and protect fish populations. We could also clean up local areas to stop litter from blowing into rivers and seas. And the biggest solution is using renewable energy like solar, wind, and water energy, which can be used for long periods of time to replace fossil fuels. And then these solutions reduce harm to sea life and reduce the contamination of marine ecosystems. And increasing the use of renewable energy will also stop disruption to the ocean floor and allow more carbon dioxide to be absorbed by the ocean. This matters because the ocean absorbs large amount of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, which helps keep a stable climate and protect ourselves from climate change. And young people can help by joining local beach or community cleanup groups. They can also reduce their plastic waste and recycle as many products as they can.
All right. So thank you for staying. Thank you so much. I love that. Protect the ocean. Protect the ocean. You are not clapping. Protect the ocean. Now, I think I should stop. Do you have questions for her, please? In the next, we'll have 1 minute, a minute more, maybe 30 seconds. Anybody that has questions for Claire? Do that now. Thank you, sir. Zikora will be leaving now. Oh, Z is leaving. Okay. Z, say hi to me before you leave now. All right, Nico, I have question. Z, I'm calling Z just a little bit so you can say hi. Z is the youngest among us. I hope he's following, but if he's not following, at least he gets to see things that are possible. He's very young, but I think at least seeing some of those things will help him. Yeah, Z, you can on your mic and say hi. Yeah, Z, your mic, you should on your mic now, Z. You're now a co-host before you leave. Okay, I think they're no longer here. Okay. So Nico, go ahead and ask your question. I think you're still in meeting.
My question is that so if animals go away from the part of the ocean, say like there's something dangerous in the water, say like lava flows in there and it turns into rock, or if all these sea animals move away from the water but then something happens and but there's only that part of the water left, what happens to that sea animal?
There's this noise from your background. I'm wondering if others can hear you. There was this noise from your background, but I don't know if I didn't hear the question. Like there was a noise from your background. Can you repeat the question again, please?
I said that
the noise is still there. Can the person stop talking so we can ask your question, please?
Okay, hold on. I'll quickly just get away from the
Okay.
So I said that there's like this piece of floor. There's like if something happens on the sea and
Okay.
part of it is destroyed, so all those sea animals in that sea is now on the land, but then when they go back in the water, there's only part of it left, so not enough animals are there to survive. What happens then?
It's easy. If I got the question, Claire, did you get the question? Anyone that got the question, go ahead and answer. But I think Claire, that's your question, and anybody can assist you. Chizzy still has a question for you. Claire, did you get the question?
I don't really understand the question.
Okay. Anyone that understood the question?
I said that if something happened to the ocean and only part of the water is left, how will all the animals live?
Okay. If something happens, let me rephrase the question, Liko. If something happens to the ocean and then sorry, I think I forgot what you said now. Okay, when something happens to the ocean, and some of the animals in the sea, what happens to them if the ocean reduces? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
Claire, do you understand that question now? Anybody in the house understood the question now?
Yeah, I get the question now.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and answer his question, please.
I don't think that anything that happens could be that significant to take out such a large amount of the ocean, because the ocean is really, really big. So I think the animals, they'll probably just migrate to somewhere else with similar like habitats.
Yeah. That was the word I was trying to hear. They can migrate. You understand? You know, baby, it is flowing. Do you understand? So it can. Fish is not something that will be like, I'm looking for way, I'm looking for road. Do you understand? It moves to another place. Yeah. So it moves. It doesn't stay one place. So when that happens to this one, it's flowing now. It's not constant. It's not like the dam that is just there, right? Circle not moving straight. We move, so it can find other ways. You understand? I think that question is answered. Someone wants to say something. Who was that? Was that Dedicate? You want to contribute? Dedicate, was that you? I know someone said they want to say something. Okay. I don't mind the one pronouncing your names, please. Just have mercy on me. Don't be angry with me. Okay. Okay, Nike, I think it's time for you to come on stage. I think I'm enjoying it. The way you guys are teaching me a lot. I'm learning a lot from you guys. Maybe yeah, we're going to go to the lesson. Yeah, we're going to go to the lesson, but let it be. Yeah, Mr. Hillary also said something on the chat as well. Yeah, let me
Sir,
give you-
I'd just like to make a quick contribution to the question. The thing is, the ocean cannot get dried up. Every
Okay.
activity we do, a contribution to the ocean, evaporation and condensation. So when condensation occurs in the clouds, water is still being brought back. So the ocean does not dry up totally. It just keeps on. It's a process, the water cycle. It's a process that is continuous. So basically, if say a situation like that happens, like you said, the fishes will just migrate. That's why they don't just stay in a place, they move. They have the ability to move from one place to another within the ocean to be able to obtain whatever they need. That's just what I wanted to add.
Beautiful, brilliant explanations. Brilliant. Okay, brilliant explanation. Someone is asking, where are you from? Brilliant explanation. And she mentioned something, the water cycle. Emily, did you hear that about the water cycle? So it continues. All you can see, it can reduce a bit depending on the season, but it never dries. And it never dries. So I think that question is answered. Chizzy, you have a question for Claire, right? I think you're still the co-host. Go ahead and ask that question. You guys are taking the whole time today. That was not the plan. That was not the plan. Okay, Chizzy? I'm not the co-host. Oh, sorry about that. Claire, I think she has a question for you. Other students are not asking questions. Where are they? Prosper, are you in the building? Prosper, give me a thumbs up if you're here. Shemita and sorry. You know who I'm calling. Please, are you on the call? Are you here at all? Are you here? Give me a thumbs up if you're here. You're not asking questions. Adebisi, are you here? Masoko, hope you're here. Who again? Emmanuel, are you there? Lade, I hope you're also here. Please go ahead, Chizi, very fast. You're now a co-host, please. Very fast. Okay, Masoko. You want to present Masoko? I think you said something. Continue. Very fast. You guys are yeah.
My question was, what you spoke about plastic in your presentation. So, like, what feasible replacement for plastic would you suggest, like, in our society? Because, like, as it is now, our society is really dependent on plastic and lots of people's livelihoods. Like, for example, if you think about like the children who work at fast fashion companies like Shein, who are like responsible for lots of the plastic waste that pollutes our oceans. Their livelihoods would really be disrupted if we completely eradicated plastic use. So how would you suggest that we find a way to move plastic out of our day-to-day lives, but still keep people's livelihoods and like what main source of income okay or stable?
Like alternatives to plastic is like we can use like different types of metals and like natural materials like paper, bamboo, all those types of things. But in terms of people's like jobs, I think that as the jobs like that have to do with plastic close, a lot of new jobs like with renewable, like that are more sustainable, with more sustainable materials will open up and create like even more job opportunities for them.
Interesting. Did you answer your question?
Yep.
Yeah, funny enough, our lesson today also is heading towards plastics and the rest of them, even protecting the ocean. So I'm glad you also spoke about that. But I don't know, you guys are trying to take the whole time. I don't know if I'm going to what we have today. Jane, over to you now. You want to present yours. And Masoko, I think you raised your hand before now. Please prepare. Jane, do you want to present or which one? You want to ask question? Is it presentation you have questions to ask? Ask. Okay, go ahead and ask your question. And then after your question, you can go ahead and present the thing you have.
But and the solutions, what if the water, energy, tidal power, won't it hurt the fishes?
Come again.
One of the solutions is water energy, but won't it hurt the fishes?
Are you asking you're saying one of the solution? Are you asking the person that presented, or are you providing a solution to what they said? My little friend. You can on your mic again. Hello?
One of the water energies, it's supposed to be in the water, but if it makes electricity, doesn't it also hurt the fishes?
Oh, beautiful. A very beautiful question right here. Did you hear what she said? Guys, you know, we can actually generate electricity. That's your hydropower. So she's saying something. While we are doing that, does it not affect the fishes? Do I have anybody that wants to answer that question? I think you mentioned something about hydropower, some of the renewable energy sources. So she's asking a question now. Does that not affect the fishes and some of the sea animals in the seas and oceans? Doesn't that affect it? Anybody
Yeah,
that wants to answer that question?
I think it does harm fishes, but um, but I think that the fishes will probably migrate after they like see a disruption to their habitat.
Mhm. Okay. I don't think she'll be satisfied with that answer. Claire. So Claire, you have your research to do. You should write it down. You have your research to do related to what you presented now. Who again wants to answer? Who again? But I think she answered something correctly here actually. But then there's way I think Jane will understand better when it's broken down, right? Yeah. Who wants to talk again? Anybody? Yeah. So I think where is my okay? Who is taking his answer? Um, Chimarida, Awata Junior. Who wants to talk now? Nobody wants to talk. Okay, Josiah. Okay, okay. Can I present now? Okay, Josiah. Okay, I think someone wants to say something, and the person has not said anything throughout the call, so I'm calling you up right away. Start thinking now. That question is a very powerful question. And as it goes, go ahead, Samantha. On your mic, Samantha.
Oh, okay.
Samantha, go ahead and answer the question. Okay, you want to present? Ah, we are still trying. Wait a minute. Just wait a bit. Wait a bit. We're trying to answer. Yeah, just wait a bit. We're trying to answer someone's question, right? We want to answer someone's question before you start presenting. Let's agree on something now. Do you agree that we just use today to look at your presentations? Do you agree? Let's have a pool. Let's have a pool now. Let's have a pool. Then before we continue, if you want us to do our presentation today, that's fine. Let's have a pool. So you're going to see a pool now. Select the one you want, and let's see. Should we use today for presentation? And then tomorrow we'll continue our lessons. So that everybody will get to present. So, no, just there's a pool now, you can pick. So now take your screen. There's a pool on your screen now. All right, go ahead now. It's on now. I've launched it. So select your pool. Let's see. The pool is a new pool is live now. Do you want us to use today to answer questions, communicate, and talk about our solutions, or do you want us to continue with the lesson of today? Let's see. I have one vote only. Have you seen where it is on the screen? It will show you something here that a pool is live. I mean, is anyone struggling with that? I want everyone to participate. I have 25 persons on the call. Use the pool, not the chat. Use the pool, not the chat. Have you seen there's a place? It should pop on your screen. It should pop on at the top of the screen. It should pop there that you have something. Let me share my screen and show you where I'm going to see it. For those that have not seen that, before we continue, I want to be sure that that majority carries the vote, and then we use today to listen to your presentation. Beside the timer, yes, it is beside the timer. Beside the timer, please. Everyone will have 25 persons on the call, minus me. Two of my listings are on, and then Mr. Hillary, 3. So we should have 22. 22 votes is what we need. 22. Fast. Okay. I'm pulling it down. I have only 8 votes here. So you're not for yes, you're not for no. Where do you stand for? Eh? I saw it and I voted. If you know you voted, type on the chat, vote, done. Type on the chat, done. Type on the chat, done. Go, Cheesy done. Samantha done. Claire done. Amanda done. Amy done. Other persons, are you struggling? Done, done. Let me say done. Namdi done. All right. Done. Sharon done. People are saying done. The number of votes I'm seeing here is not. Is there an agreement with those that are saying done? I have more done than the pool. I have just done. Can you imagine? I'm seeing only 10 votes here, but you guys are saying done, done. Okay, I think we have the yes have it, and then we continue our presentations. All right, so yeah, I think I have a good number of people that said yes. Okay, so if you don't know how to use the pool, just type yes on the chat. If you know you don't know how to use the pool, just type yes. Later on, we'll show you how to do that. So let's go. I think we'll have 8 votes that says yes and 2 says no. So the majority has it. Okay, and then the pool. So Sophia, you want to answer the question that our friend Jane asked? You want to answer? You want to answer? You type on the chat, let me know. Okay. 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 So over to you, please. I want that question to be answered. Think now. Over to you, Sophia. Then Samantha, wait a little bit so that they will answer that question. Oh, yeah, go ahead. You are now a meeting host. I did not hear the question. Okay. Bola Fola Kemi, like you raise your hands are up and they are the meeting host now. I don't know who is using that. Abola, yeah. The stage is yours. You want to answer that question? Okay.
But my name is Nicholas.
I didn't hear you say. Okay,
Can
Abola,
use
okay.
bottle to make. The question is, can the water have electricity of the fishes?
The water
Yes.
can you put water in the electricity together. It can all defeat or kill them, affect them.
Okay, it can affect them. Then we are asking, our little friend is asking, how can we ensure that it doesn't happen? Jane, that was the question, right?
Okay, I turn
Good.
it back.
Okay. Josiah, you want to answer the question? Okay. Kemi, right? You are supporting what he said. So we're looking for a solution. Yeah, we're looking for a solution. So nobody's smart in the house again. Nobody's saying anything. Okay, Josiah, Joshua, John. Okay. 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 Okay, Joshua, you're now the co-host. Go ahead and answer.
I'm just saying, and I don't know, because hydropower, the fish should be smart enough to know that they don't go next to the power plant or they will just die, or the gears will just jam them in. So I'm just saying that if the fish were smart enough, they wouldn't do it. So saying they'll still be alive.
Beautiful. So I think then I think I love his perspective. The same thing that Claire was saying. Claire was saying they're going to migrate. That was the same thing Claire was saying. Jen, did you hear that? Yeah, it all do affect them. Yes, it affects the fishes. Yes. Okay, Chiz, you want to talk? Okay, that's the last person I'm taking now, and then the next person can present. But meanwhile, Claire, are you there, Claire? A thumbs up if you are there. A thumbs up if you are there, Claire. So you have research to make as well. So your assignment are not finished. So Chiz, go ahead and answer.
I just wanted to add one more thing to, I think, the question. I think that if enough fish start dying near the power like near where the hydropower plants are, then the other fish will know not to go near there. Or I think that the fish could evolve like over time so that their bodies become more resistant to like I don't know what's killing them in this case, if it's like the electricity, but maybe their bodies become more resistant to electricity so they don't die that easily.
Can you come again, please?
I said that I was thinking that maybe the fish would either evolve over time. So I don't know what's killing them in this case with like the hydropower. I think it's the electricity that's killing them, or something like that. But I think like over time the fish could evolve so that their bodies become more resistant to whatever's killing them, so that over time less of them start dying, but that process would take a really long time.
Okay, good. But then I think the variables you guys are focusing on is not what my little friend wants to hear. You are the fish is being harmed, right? Jane is saying that this fish is being harmed. So it's more of the way we generate the electricity. We should be thinking in that line. What kind of turbine do we make use of? What kind of dam do we build? Are we together now? Are you following me now? So leave the fish and focus on the method of generating the electricity. What kind of turbine? What kind of dam do we build? Don't worry. The next section we had is talking about how to. Who is laughing? I believe it's a mistake actually. So the next section we're going to do is about the energy, different source of energy, solar panel, how it works, hydropower, how it works. So we're going to understand the systems and the processes. So I think we should start looking at, so Claire, as you're making your research, is what are the methods? What kind of turbine can we use? What kind of the structure of the dam can we use so that the ocean, the current doesn't affect the fishes? Even reduces the oxygen inside the water for the fishes. Are you aware that some of those turbine, the systems reduces the oxygen for the fishes to breathe? The amount of oxygen we have inside, we call it BOD. Let me not go there. We call it BOD. You can search for it as well. Yeah, biochemical oxygen demand. So it has a way of reducing that dissolved oxygen we have inside water. But then that's entirely fine. So it's more of, my little friend is more focusing on the kind of systems we use in generating the electricity. I don't want to go into depth because of the age range you have here. But then you have an assignment to as well research for that to understand a few things about the method. So Chizi, who again that wants to, Chizi, you said something, right? I think Chizi have said something, Claire have said something, other people have, but you guys are focusing on the fish, right? So don't, okay, Jane, go ahead now. Jane has an answer to her own question. Go ahead.
I think instead of using hydropower, we could just use tidal power instead of using hydropower to affect the fishes.
So are you trying to say we shouldn't use hydropower at all?
No.
So what are you saying?
We should use more tidal power than hydropower, not to affect the fish's environment.
Okay. I think I also have okay. I have some questions along that line as well. When you said we should make use of instead of making use of the hydro, we should tend to the tidal power to not to affect the fishes. Should I repeat this question? Don't worry. That's an angle to it, and I think it's also very fine. But we can't just let me not go into it. Okay, someone wants to say something. But my little friend Jane, you're on point, entirely on point. But I think both ways will have concerns in both areas as well. Is that okay, Jane? Mark King, are you there? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, yeah. So there are also concerns along what you said as well. Adornike, yeah, I think you're a meeting host. Go ahead. I think I'm enjoying this session. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so to that, I want to correct her. Tidal is just the rising and falling of water current. So if we still say tidal power, it's still like saying water power. And it's very important. Why? Because it's renewable. So we can constantly get electricity from heat. Now for the fishes, now what can be done is you can create fish friendly turbines. That is, the turbines can have enough spaces so that these
Good.
fishes can be able to pass through them
Good.
without
Good.
being or without being without dying. Yes, without
Good.
dying, and also slower blade speeds. The speed of those blades that are being used the turbines basically, they should be of slow speed so that these fishes can easily be able to pass through them.
Yes, you're on point as well. But then what he said is also correct. There's a difference between the two. What's your name again? Dorinike, right? Is it Sophia that said something now? Who said something now?
Sophia. The name is
Sophia,
Sophia.
yes. Sophia, what Jen said is valid. That rise and fall, there's a difference between. I think I have plenty of assignment for these guys today. Sophia, are you there now? So Sophia, I would
Yes,
please don't
sir.
want to say something. Yeah, I would want you to go and check more. What she said is valid. That's our little friend Jane, right? The rise and fall.
Okay, sir.
The other guy has it, yes. In as much as you're talking about turbine, very good. How can we? That's what I said as well. How can we design? Somebody say hell no. Who's that guy that said hell no? You are tired. Okay.
So it's Joshua.
You said
It's Joshua.
it's Joshua. You saying hell no? Okay. Are we there now? So Sophia, not to confuse you, both of them they almost function based on the same principle, but they have different sources. Do you understand now? They have different sources. Yes, they have different sources. The sources are different. So
So
it's something I want
basically,
you to
there's a
do.
difference between tidal power and water power.
Yeah, exactly. Or the hydro because of the sources. So the other one has to do it when it is flowing. Are we together now? But
Yes,
the other
sir.
one has to do with the rise and fall. It's something you need to explore better in terms of the sources. And the way they work is different as well. Are we together now? The way they work is different. So the working principles are different. So I think you can just check between the two and get to understand the working principle of them. Though they look similar, but what our little friend said is a dart. Is that okay?
All right. Yes, sir. No
Yeah. So
problem, sir.
I have an assignment for you. So tomorrow you come to present as well. Is that okay?
No problem, sir.
Yeah, listen, I like the way these classes are going. All my days and all that. All right. So my little friend, it's time for you to present, Jane. Yeah. Jane, it's time for you to present, please. All right. So who is going now? Okay. Jane, over to you.
Environmental.
So who can't hear you?
Heat wave. Global warming. Global warming is when the heat from the sun is getting trapped, and sometimes it traps too much heat, which causes the earth to overheat. A heat wave is when the earth is getting close to the sun. Heat also comes from gas in vehicles. It comes from anything that includes CO2.
Okay.
Floods. Floods are made by 3 different types: the slow onset, the rapid onset, and the flash. How to stop the flooding? By planting more trees to trap the floods from coming.
Okay.
Floods aren't that bad. They can help with soil and nutrients for plants. Tons of floods. Like river floods, heavy rains, hurricanes, tsunamis, broken dams, and other barriers. Also melting ice. Rainforest. The weather can change rapidly in a split second. It can be rainy and then it's snowy, and it can be sunny and then it's stormy. Rainforest climates happen when the climate starts changing rapidly. how it happens. The Earth doesn't orbit the sun fully, also because the moon is moving away from the Earth 1 inch every year. It's about 384,400 kilograms away, making the waves to go rapid and also causing the moon from not protecting the Earth from much heat.
Oh, beautiful. Nobody, you guys are not clapping now. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much, my little friend. Thank you so much. Someone is asking me what is the
Sir, I have
assignment.
a question.
Somebody was asking me what was the assignment. Okay, now I'm giving the assignments individually. Like each person, if I call your name, there's an assignment I give to different persons. Take note. I can't remember what I said for each of you. Clearly, I know I gave you an assignment. Tizi, I know I did. Sophia that said something, I gave you an assignment. But now I think that assignment I gave to Sophia, because most of you couldn't answer, I think everybody should go with that assignment again. Go and research the tidal power and the hydropower. Which one is better? None is actually, it depends actually. So, but just check the difference. Okay, let me talk about difference. Talk about the difference between the two. All right. Talk about the difference between the two, because some of you are thinking it's different. Is it due tomorrow? Yes, it's due tomorrow. Right? Yeah, it's due tomorrow. And how it will happen is that you are not submitting it. I will just enter the class and call anybody randomly and ask you what you've done. So it could be anybody. So that's for that particular assignment you're asking me. All right. I cannot hear. Am I
Wait, I have a question.
Okay.
You said the difference between hydropower and what?
And tidal power, TIDAL.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Difference between the two of them. I would have said you should look at the one that is better. But I don't want to do that because it all depends on what you want to achieve, basically. Just look at the sources because of what my friend said, and then relate it to what we said earlier about how do we ensure it doesn't affect the fishes, right? One of them affects fishes more, just like our little friend Jenna said. But then there's something else you need to check for me right here regarding the hydropower and the tidal power. So take that as your assignment, everybody. This is for everyone because some of us were a bit confused. I'm going to hold Sophia more in that. Amy said, I don't really get. Somebody should explain in the chat for him so we can move to the next person. Joshua, your hands have been off. Up. I don't know what you want to say. Go ahead and turn on your mic.
So for floods, I thought that some people are gonna plan ahead before a flood happens. Like for some houses, they'll have like a pool under their car, and then they stick it on the door, on the gate or that door, so water doesn't go into the like house or area.
Okay. That's entirely fine. Okay, Claire. Yeah, thank you. Joshua. Okay, Claire, that's entirely fine. Okay, thank you. You can do well to watch. Yeah, you can do well to watch the recordings. Okay. The next person that should present now, I want to ensure that all of you present. Who is that? Is it Masuke? Please let me know. Type on the chat if you're here to present your own solution, please. And you want to present. Someone should explain to Liko the assignment, please. On the chat. It should be me. Please, young innovators, explain to Liko so that another person can be defending why someone is typing on the chat for him. So, Obey me, please just keep your eyes on the screen while they explain for you on the chat. Okay, go ahead, Lade. Masoko, you want to present? After Lade, you take over. Then I'll find a way to see if I can still show you guys one or two things. You have two devices on. I don't know the one to make a co-host, but I've made one of them the co-host. Lade?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See you. No, there's another person that said, my mic and screen sharing. You have two devices on. Okay, don't worry. I've added you again. So over to you. Is this still off now? I don't think so.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. We're listening, brother. Yeah, the timer. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Very sharp girl. Yeah, Ladi, your time starts now.
So that's all. Can you see my work?
No, we cannot see.
Can you see
We
my
can
work?
hear you, but we cannot see your work. Nobody has explained the assignment to me. Okay, so I will explain after now. Okay, so sorry about that, baby. I will explain after now. So go ahead. We can't see your screen. Your time
So
is
can
going,
you
brother.
see my work?
No, no, no. We cannot see your work. Actually, we can't. We can't see your work. Are you sure you're sharing your screen, Lade? Lade, what's happening? Your screen has refused to share. Sorry about that. Okay.
I am. So I'm calling.
Okay.
I'm calling.
Now, okay.
My
On the
screen share
chat,
is
any
not
other person
working.
ready to present? Okay. It's not working. You are a co-host for both of them. Let me check again. You are a co-host, and then you should be able to share your screen just like others. You're on stage now, so anyone on stage should be able to share their screen. Can you type on the chat if you're here to present? Any other person here to present? Type on the chat, please. Any other person in the class here to present their solution to the class? Do you have any other person? Sharon does. Okay. Oh, I did it. Okay. Okay, it's on the chat now. Can you see it now, Nico? Ah, you accidentally deleted your own presentation. You're welcome, bro. Yeah, Sharon, you are next. I think our fault again. We gave him his own time. That's Lade. We'll give you your time, but then but after that, I think we should have paused the timer. Time is good. Other guys has to present as well. Chimarida. Shatima. Shatima, you go next. I remember now. Shatima, you go next. Is that okay? Shatima? A thumbs
Okay,
up.
okay, okay,
Okay. All right. So over to you. Share your screen now.
okay.
Please pay attention so you can ask our questions as well.
Okay.
Yeah, your time starts now. Yeah.
So this is about climate change.
The problem is about more carbon emissions, climate change from greenhouse gases, and pollution.
Solution and how it works. Using solar panels for electricity, using turbines to generate natural power, and recycle to prevent pollution.
Why it matters and how young people can help. It saves human lives, protects future generations, and preserves natural ecosystems.
How young people can help. They can help by organizing campaigns, spreading awareness, and picking up litter. That's it.
Okay. Great job, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. So in the design and media track, Mr. Hillary will also put you guys through more on how to design more presentations. Okay. So ensure you attend the sessions. Mr. Hillary, I hope you are here, please. Can you give me a thumbs up? Yeah, can you give me a thumbs up? Okay, Mr. Hillary. All right. What should I do to share my preparation? I need to tell my without saving it. Do you still have it on Canva? Obeyemi? Why you're looking for that? Why you're looking for that is this week all about environment and science. Yes, because all of these things you're doing now is what you're going to be building. Because of the interactions today, I couldn't go into my teachings for today. So that means that we've reduced the day for the mathematics track by a day, because the plan was innovation track 3 days, mathematics track 3 days. That's Monday through Saturday for the foundation tracks. But now I think we now have 4 days for innovation track and then 2 days for mathematics track. That's entirely fine. So that is what you're going to carry into the different areas of specialization. I'm glad you're learning all of these things. So start thinking about the solutions you're going to build, and that's why you're moving through all of these things. So maybe it's fine if you can't get your own today. Then the last person, I think, who is the last here to present, and then I do an overview of the sessions today, and we'll draw it to a close. You yet to present. How about this, Masoko? I think your mom sent your solution to me. Are you here? Your assignment was submitted. Are you here, Masoko? Masoko Social. That's not your name. I don't know your name, but that's what I can see on the call. Are you here? Okay, that's fine. So I think, wait, are you ready to present?
I am.
Okay, you are. Okay, go ahead. I am. Okay, go ahead and present, please. Yeah, 2 minutes now. We're putting your timer now.
Like, share my screen.
You can't, why?
I don't know.
Even now?
I can only say it, but I can't present the screen.
We want to see your screen now.
There's a problem with my tab. It's not working.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why it's not sharing my screen.
Okay. Can you turn your video then, since you don't have a slide? Is it possible?
Like how?
Like, can your video be on while you talk so that they could see you? If they cannot see your slide, they should be able to see you.
Actually, my background. Okay, I'm coming.
Okay. If your background is not too at the moment, you can just go ahead and talk. Okay, go ahead and talk then.
Okay, so today I would like to share an environmental solution caused by biochar. Although many people have not heard of it, biochar has a great potential to help protect our planet. The problem: one major environmental problem is that farmers and communities often burn plant waste, such as dry leaves, corn stalks, and rice husks. This releases harmful gases into the air, increasing global warming. In addition, many farms have poor soil, making it difficult to grow healthy crops. The solution, a better way to use this plant waste material, is to turn it into biochar. Biochar is made by heating plant waste materials in a special container with very little oxygen. This process involves collection of waste and drying it in a low oxygen heating system of about 250 to 600 degrees until it turns into a charcoal-like system of charcoal-like substance, which is cooled and crushed for use in soils and in manure applications. How it works: when biochar is mixed into the soil, it stores carbon that would otherwise return to the atmosphere as carbon dioxide. It also improves the soil by helping it hold more water and nutrients, allowing crops to grow better with less fertilizer. Why it matters: biochar is important because it helps reduce while improving food production. It also reduce It also reduces waste, support healthier soils, and can help farmers grow more crops. How young people can help? Young people can learn about sustainable farming and climate solutions, participate in environmental clubs and gard- gardening projects, encourage proper waste management instead of open burning, plant trees and support activities that protect the environment, teach others about the benefits of biochar. Conclusion. Biochar is a simple but effective solution that turns waste into valuable resource. It benefits both the environment and the planet. Thank you for listening. I'm done.
Wow. You guys are not clapping for what's your name, please? So I don't what I'm seeing on
My
your
name
name
is
is not
Fikayo, but you can call me Mary.
Mary. Okay, let me use Mary, please. Yeah. I wish you presented your slide so that they could relate better to what you are saying about biochar, right? Biochar rather. So I wish you shared your screen for them to see that. All right. So it's more like a charcoal material, right?
Yes.
Isn't it? Yeah, more like charcoal material, right? It's among the options on biofuels, right? But I wish you shared your screen so that the students can as well get to understand what it means, how it is formed, all right? How you can collect those organic waste, then you heat them up to a very high temperature, isn't it? And then it turns to your biochar, right? So it's something very wonderful. You can heat things like wood. I think wood should be there. You can also heat things like your crop residues, some
Yes.
of those materials, yeah, and even the shell of what do you call it? What do you call it? Back of coconut. That's coconut shell can as well
Yes.
be used, yeah, for it, including the rice hawks. All of those guys, we call them. I'm trying to remember the name. We call when you make use of those chaff for producing some of those things. Lingocellulose materials. Sorry, I'm trying to troubleshoot my brain to remember again, right? Because there are two ways. You can either use the food stock or you use the some of those materials that we don't make use of again, like the rice husk and the rest of them. That's another process to it. But we should share your screen. That's a very amazing solution you have right there. So keep it up. That's very beautiful. I wish you presented your slide. Yeah. Thank you so much for that. Then the last question, and then we'll call it a wrap today. Sharon, are you here, please? Go ahead and present your slide. Over to you. I think you are now a co-host. You guys successfully took my time today, but that's entirely fine. I forgive all of you. Nobody's saying thank you. I forgive all of you. I forgive all of you but I think it was a good one, right? I think it was a good one hearing different persons presented. And I hope you're taking down things you're going to research about. Okay. I hope you're taking down things you're going to research about. Somebody talked about biochar, go and research about it. Somebody talked about hydropower, go and check about it. Someone, yeah, I have to go ahead and present. Someone spoke about carbon capture, go and read about it. That is what makes you a child that is curious. And if you want to learn, innovation starts from curiosity. How is this done? What does it imply? And that's where everything begins from. So over to you. You are now a co-host. And after that, Lade, you now take over. We'll have to close at exactly 6:30 p.m. So over to you, Sharon. That's I think that should be IFA. Go by now. You are a co-host, I think. Your time starts now, please. I'm using notes because my tablet won't me use PowerPoint. That's entirely fine, provided we can see what you are presenting, please. Lade, while we're waiting for her, please. Okay.
Environment issues in Canada.
Miss Ekorim, can you reduce the volume? I think you're on loudspeaker.
Environment issues in Canada.
Okay.
What are they? Climate change,
Canada is warming about twice as fast as the global average. This causes hotter summers, melting glaciers, thawing permafrost, and extreme weather. 2. Wildfires. Longer, hotter, and drier summers have led to larger and more frequent wildfires, especially in provinces like British Columbia and Alberta. Air pollution. Vehicles, emissions, factories, and wildfire smoke can reduce air quality and affect people's health. Water pollution. Chemicals, plastic water, agriculture, runoff, and industrial waste can contaminate rivers, lakes, and oceans. Plastic waste. Millions of tons of plastic are thrown away each year, and much of it ends up in landfills or waterways. Loss of wildlife and habitats. Urban development, logging, mining, and agriculture reduce natural habitats, putting many plants and animals at risk. What causes it? Burning fossil fuels, gasoline, diesel, coal, and natural gas release greenhouse gases that cause climate change. Vehicles emission. Cars from trucks, planes, and ships create air pollutions. Factories and industries can release pollution into the air and water. Deforestation. Cutting down forests destroys wildlife habitats and reduce the numbers of trees that absorb carbon dioxide. Mining and gas development can damage land, pollute water, and disturb wildlife. Agriculture can cause pollution through fertilizers, pesticides, and methane released by livestock. Plastic waste and littering pollutes rivers, lakes, oceans, and forests. Overuse of natural resources, such as water, forests, and fish, can harm ecosystem. Human-caused wildfires, such as unattended campfires or discarded cigarettes, and climate change both contribute more frequent and serve wildfires. What are the effects? Burning fossil fuels, gasoline, diesel, coal, and natural gas. Release greenhouse. Oh yeah, I already said that. But what can we do to solve it? Use more renewable energy such as wind, solar, and hydroelectric power instead of fossil fuels. Reduce pollution by driving less, using public transit, biking, or walking. Plant more trees to absorb carbon dioxide and restore forests. Recycle and reduce waste, especially by using fewer single-use plastics. Protect wildlife and habitats by creating parks and conservation areas. Save water by fixing leaks and using water wisely. Use cleaner farming practices to reduce pollution from fertilizers and pesticides. Prevent wildfires by following fire safety rules and managing forests responsibly. Use energy efficiently by turning off lights, using energy saving appliances and insulating buildings. Educate people about protecting the environment and encourage everyone to do their. We can help solve environmental issues by using clean energy, reducing pollution,
Can you hear me,
recycling,
Sharon?
planting trees, protecting
Can you hear me?
wildfires, saving waters,
Can you hear me?
preventing wildfires,
Confirm you can hear me.
and
Hello?
making
Can you
environmentally
hear me?
friendly choices every day. Everyone can help protect Canada's environment. Fun fact: Canada has about 9% of world's forests, making it one of the most
Hello, can you hear me?
making
Hello?
it one of the most forested
Can
countries
you hear
on
me?
Earth.
Hello? Ayofe, can you hear me? Your time is over, please. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much. Great. You're not clapping? Thank you so much. Great job. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Yeah. I would have loved you to find a way to turn it into a slide so that it can reduce the content. Is that okay? Sharon, you're fair. Yeah, just try to reduce the use more visuals, all right? It makes your presentation faster and more of and less of text. But this is good. Well done. Thank you so much. And then do well to use more of images and that's okay. Lade, you have just 4 minutes, please, so that we can round up the session for today. You guys have successfully used our time today, but that's entirely fine. I want to ensure that everybody presented their solution today. That's entirely fine. Lade, over to you, please. Very fast. And I'm putting your time now. Chimharida, you didn't remind me of the time today. During our own time. Okay, because she's a girl, you didn't remind me of the time, right? Chimharida. I see what you did there. Okay, your mic. I'm trying to see your mic, bro. Lade. Okay. Yeah, Lade, you are on now.
So, sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead and share your screen. And your time starts now. I'm going to give you 3 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Sir, my screen share isn't working, so I'll just say it.
Why is it not working?
So I've been trying this since I don't know why.
Okay, 3 minutes, please.
Okay, sir. Due to the time, I'm not going to be lost. First of all, what is air pollution? Air pollution is the contamination of the atmosphere by harmful substances such as smoke, dust, toxic gases, and chemicals. It occurs when pollutants are released into the air faster than nature can remove them. Air pollution affects human health, the environment, and contributes to climate change. Causes of air pollution. The major cause of air pollution includes things like burning of fossil fuel, such as coal, oil, and natural gas. Emission from vehicles, factories, and power plants is also a factor. Opening burning of waste and bush burning. Deforestation, which reduces the number of trees can absorb carbon dioxide. Dust and harmful chemicals released from construction and industrial activities. Air pollution has serious consequences such as respiratory diseases such as asthma, bronchitis, and lung cancer. Increased global warming due to greenhouse gases such as methane and nitrous oxide as we know it. Acid rain, which damages crops, forests, and water bodies. Reduced visibility caused by smog. Harm to wildlife, plants, and ecosystem. Some of the solutions to air pollution are planting more trees to absorb carbon dioxide, using renewable energy such as solar and wind power, properly dispose of waste instead of burning it, and the government should enforce environmental laws and encourage industries to reduce emissions. Reducing air pollution is important because it protects people's health and improves the quality of life. It slows climate change and global warming, preserves biodiversity and natural ecosystem, improves agricultural productivity by reducing acid rain, ensures a cleaner and safer environment for future generations. In conclusion, air pollution is one of the most serious environmental challenges faced by Nigeria and the world today. Although it possesses significant risks to human health and the environment, but it can be reduced through individual actions, community awareness, and government policies. By working together, we can improve air quality, protect the planet, and build a healthier future for everyone. Thank you.
Yeah, great job, bro. I wish I saw your slides. Well, great job. Thank you so much. I just wish I saw your slides anyway. Ikechukwu, you have a question from what you said? Wow, that's beautiful. I love that. So Ike, go ahead and ask your question, please. Wow, that's interesting. You have a question? Go ahead. You're now a co-host. Very fast so we can round up. You said you have a question for him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
He said something about acid rain, and I was gonna ask if it's a real thing.
What is it? What?
A real thing.
A little thing? Is that what you said?
A real thing.
A real thing.
Yes,
Oh,
it actually is.
Yeah. So Lade, Show more light. How does acid rain occur? What brings about acid rain?
Due to some things that happen in, about climate change and the rest, due to some things that happen with the weather, the clouds, water, acid rain occurs.
Acid rain occurs. Ladi, I'm not too satisfied. So you have an assignment, Ladi. So Ladi, your assignment now, go and research. Yeah, read more about acid rain. There's a particular gas that brings about acid rain. There's a gas that brings about acid rain. So Ikechiku, it is real, right? It is real. Acid rain is real. Yeah, very real. So there's a specific gas, a good number of them, still among the greenhouse gases. But there's experts. Good. Who is this person? Who is that person right here? Deronika, is that Sophia? Give me a thought of that, Sophia. Good. So Lade, go and research more about let me just say it, the symbol SO2 gas. SO2. Yeah. Thank you, Kechi, for giving me assignments. Yeah, so go and read more about that. I can as well research. There's something we call amphoteric oxide. I don't know, can I remember it? SO2, NO2, right? These gases, when they dissolve in water, it forms some of those, that acidic rain you're hearing about, because SO2 and NO2 are acidic oxides. You might not understand what I'm saying. So when they dissolve in water, they form, the other one form the nitric acid, the other guy forms your sulfuric acid, sulfuric acid rather. So that is your acid rain. It is real, Ike, from the greenhouse gases, in particular SO2, presence of sulfur in the air, like our friend just said. Amazing presentations today, and I'm glad you guys are listening. I was surprised I picked that question from audio, not even from a presentation slide. That is commendable. Like, can you clap for yourselves, please? That is really, really commendable for someone to pick a question from. I was surprised. I never knew. I was feeling some of you will just be playing around, but someone listened to get to hear about the acid rain and how air pollution causes acid rain. So Lade, start thinking about solutions we can build to reduce air pollution, like you highlighted, and avoid things like acid rain. I'm super proud of each and every one of you, and it's quite amazing the effort you guys have put in today. So let me quickly make reference to my slide a little bit so that you guys see what we have prepared for you today. But then you guys didn't allow us to, but that's entirely fine. Good job, good job, good job. I just wish that you had your slide. So this was what we had for today. Our plan was to welcome you guys and then look at, remember the question you guys asked me yesterday? I think everybody asked a question, not me, the reflection we had yesterday. I just kept calm because today's class was to handle that reflection. You guys were asking, oh, how do we continue these activities without getting to harm the planet? I think, Sophia, you asked that question yesterday. Chizzy, you did that as well. People are just, that was the reflection. How do we achieve that? Yeah. So these are things we actually planned on doing today. How people can continue living, building, inventing, and growing without damaging the planet. All right. That we share. What can we do? We can't stop using transport. We can't stop using our phone. We can't stop eating. All right. So what are those things? How then do we ensure that we save the planet while we still do what we ought to do? So that will be in our next section, and then we'll start exploring some of those things that we can do to ensure that while we're doing what we ought to do as human beings, we don't do that at the cost of the planet. All right. So that's entirely fine. Thank you so much. Like the homework again, I had different homework. Yeah, I didn't give one homework, but all of it boiled down to go and study. One was hydropower and the tidal power. One was can I still remember a lot of assignment I gave. One was carbon capture. It is plenty. It's plenty. So I want you to read, right? So let me just type it on the chat. The ones I can remember I gave to some persons. It was on nuclear, right? I gave someone on fusion. Let me type on the chat, fusion and fission, regarding nuclear energy or nuclear reactions. That's one of them. I also gave on carbon capture storage. Carbon capture. How does it work? What type of technology we have currently on that? I spoke about tidal power and hydropower. Yeah, so I'm typing it on the chat. Go and research. I'm going to ask questions tomorrow. And hydropower. Yeah. I also gave something on, we also did something on, there's another presentation that was quite exciting. Carbon capture, fission, fusion. The last question was acid rain. Go and read about acid rain. Right. Someone asked whether it was real. Go and research on acid rain. Get to know how it happens, the principles behind it, the principle behind it. All right. So watch YouTube videos. I'm sending on the chat now. Watch YouTube videos. All right. As much as you can. Add animations on it. Add animations on the search button, on the search as part of the keyword. Part of the keyword. All right, guys. So there's a lot of work to do, actually. A lot of work to do. So I've sent it on the chat. Please take note of that on the chat. Let me pin it so you can take a screenshot of it. It's on the chat now. You can snap with your phone. Just go and read. So thank you so much, everyone that presented today. Prosper, you didn't say anything in the class today, so just know that it is you and I next tomorrow. Plenty quick. Amanda, you didn't say anything in today's class. Amanda, I'm waiting for you tomorrow. I know people that didn't talk to today in class. Just know I'm waiting for you. Lade, I'm an Igbo man. Who again? There are people that didn't talk in today's class. Prosper, you are being planned tomorrow. Amanda, yeah, I know. Amanda, tomorrow, just wait for me tomorrow. Adebisi, wait for me tomorrow. Okay, I think these are people that should wait for me tomorrow for powerful questions I'm going to ask them. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining today's session. How was today's session? You guys were just the one talking all through. So how was it for you? All right. I hope you are looking forward for tomorrow's class. Just type on the chat. It was fine. How was the session today? Just type on the chat, please. It was good. And I'm glad I didn't leave anybody behind. Everybody presented their own. Love it. It was fine. Awesome. It was Amanda, you're saying it was good. Amanda, you didn't answer my question. No. You didn't say anything. Interesting and new information gotten. Yeah, bye, sir. So thank you so much. It was fun, Chizzy. Thank you. Interesting and great. So thank you so much, everyone. People I called their name today. Just know that tomorrow I will write down your name. You're going to be the first people I'm going to call tomorrow for these questions. All right. So take care of yourself, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. I love each and every one of you, and I'm glad we are training innovators in the house. I'm going to miss you guys till I see you tomorrow. Same time, same station. Don't touch that dial. Bye-bye, guys. All right. Yeah, I think I should play some song for you guys today as we're going. Maybe I should do that, right? Yeah, maybe we should play some songs as we are going. Yeah, let me see. Okay, I should play MJ. Okay, let me play MJ for us then. Let me look for MJ. Save the world. Heal the world, rather. So I'm playing MJ for us, guys. As we close. Can you hear the sound now? Yeah, bye everyone. Make a little space.